Hello and welcome to this video on linear equations. It's a follow-on video from the previous video that you'll find in the tab in your OneNote book, and it concerns the hardest type of linear equations, the ones that contain brackets as well as everything else. So there's a little bit of extra work that we have to do to solve for x in these ones. Remember, we're looking for what x is. X is a number. We don't know what number it is. So we have to go through the steps to find what x is. So take a look at that question. And can you think of what we have to do first? Let's look at the steps. First thing we have to do is we have to multiply out the brackets. That's the first thing we do. So if you're not sure of how this is done, that's covered in the expanding brackets video that you'll find in your tab. So we have to multiply the number that's outside the brackets. In this case it's a 4, and over here it's a 2. And we have to multiply that into those brackets by that and by that. And then over here, by that and by that. So let's do that. Plus by a plus is a plus. 4 by, what number is there? Is there a number? We can't see a number. Let's just zoom in here. There's no number there, but there is, isn't there? There's a 1. If there's no number in front of the letter, it means it's a 1. And what's 4 by 1? 4. And letter by letter, well, there's no letter by x, so it stays as x. And on to the second one. A plus by a minus is a minus. 4 by 1 is 4. And nothing by nothing, so it stays without a letter. Then we have the equal sign. And on to this side. A plus by a plus is a plus. 2 by 3 is 6, and nothing by x is still just x. Plus by a minus is a minus. 2 by 7 is 14, and no letter by no letter, so we still have no letter. Okay, that's step 1 done. Wasn't too bad, was it? Let's see what we have to do now. We have to highlight the x numbers in one color and the normal numbers in another color. Right, let's get a couple of colors here. Let's do yellow. Let's do the x numbers in yellow this time. Where are my x numbers? Here's 1. And remember, highlight the sign in front. Where else is there 1? Over here there's another 1. Highlight the sign in front. And let's get a different color now. Let's get purple. And we highlight our normal numbers in this color. So here's a normal number. There's no letter on it, so we'll call it a normal number. And here's a normal number. Okay, I've done step 2. That's that one done. Now what's step 3? Decide which ones have to move. Well, x's should be on the left. So over here I should have x's. And over here I should have numbers, because numbers should be on the right. So what needs to move? This is an x number, so that's okay. This is a number. This should not be here. This should be over here. So I'll have to move that. This is an x. This should not be here. This should be over here. So I'll have to move that. And this is a normal number, so this is on the right side. We're okay with that. So we've done that. We've decided which ones need to move. Now let's actually move them. But the important thing is to remember, change the sign if you move it over the equal sign. Okay, 4x is okay. But in beside it, we're going to move this 6x. Now it is a plus 6x, so if I move it, it becomes a minus 6x. Over here, we didn't move this. We don't need to move this, so that's still there. But I'm going to move that minus 4. And if I move the minus 4, it becomes a plus 4. Okay, that's step 4 done. What's the next bit? Divide up both sides. Sorry, tidy up both sides. Tidy up both sides. Okay. 4x minus 6x is minus 2x. I did that on my calculator. Minus 14 plus 4. I just typed that straight into the calculator. I get minus 10. Now the last step, should we have number 6 here, is divide both sides by the number in front of x. Okay, what number is in front of x? It's minus 2. So I've got to divide both sides by that number. Over here and over here. Now it'll cancel on this side. And you'll just be left with x. But over here, I might use my calculator, or maybe you could do it in your head if you want. Minus 10 divided by minus 2. 5. Okay, that's the answer to that one. That's that one done. There's a good few steps. There's 6 steps in total, so we have to be careful to take our time doing these. I'm going to try one more with you, and then you can try a couple yourselves. Okay, first step, multiply out the brackets. So this number has to multiply here and here, and this number has to multiply here and here. 2 by 5x is going to be 10x, and 2 by minus 10 is going to be minus 20. I'm doing this one a little bit quicker now. 4 by 2x is 8x, and 4 by minus 5 is minus 20. If you're not sure how I got those, maybe look back to the start of this video to see that again, and you'll see how I did that. I followed all of the steps that we learned in expanding brackets. Okay, highlight my x numbers in one color, and my normal numbers in another. Decide which ones have to move. I'm going to need to move this over to here, and I'm going to need to move this in here. I'll have 10x minus 8x, because I moved it over the equal sign, so it changes its sign. It was a plus, it becomes a minus. And I have a minus 20 here, and if I bring this over, it'll become a plus 20. 10x minus 2x, sorry, 10x minus 8x is 2x. Minus 20 plus 20 is 0. Divide both sides by the number in front of x. That'll cancel with that. You're left with x is equal to 0. Okay, that can happen. And that's my answer to that one. Now I want you to try 2 of these questions. And the best way to try them is to pause the video in a moment and give the 2 of them a go. Okay, and in your copy or on any blank piece of paper. It's no big deal. Okay, so here's the 2 questions. You have 1 and 2 here, and here are the steps. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more so that you can see all of the steps. Remember, this is the final step, step 6. The number just disappeared on me. So you start off by multiplying in, deciding what to move them, change the signs if necessary, tidy up both sides, and then divide by the number in front of x. Okay, so pause the video now and give those 2 questions an attempt. Okay, let's try and answer them. I hope you gave them a go, and I hope you've gotten them right, but there's only one way to find that out, and that's if we work them out now. So if you still didn't try them, you can still pause the video right now and try them, but I'm going to continue on to see what the answers are. So multiply in 18 by x is 18x. 18 by 1 is 18. 9 by 3x is 27x. And 9 by 3 is just 27. That's okay. That's okay. I have to move that one, haven't we? There's a number. There's a number. I'm going to have to move that in here, and I'm going to have to move this over to here. So I'll have 18x minus 27x equals 27 minus 18. That's going to give me minus 9x 9. Divide both sides by the number in front of x, and that number is a minus 9, so I've got to divide both sides by minus 9. It'll cancel there, but we'll be left with minus 1. That's the answer to the first one. How did you get on with that? I hope you did well. And if you went wrong, if you only went wrong in 1 or 2 places, that's not bad either. It's all about trying to go through the steps and getting marks for that. Okay, over here, 2 by 3y, 6y, and 2 by minus 2 is minus 4. 8 by 2y is 16y, and 8 by minus 3 is minus 24. This time we're using y's, but it's the same thing. They're just letters that we don't know. We're about to find out though. What do I need to move? Well, this is going to need to come in here because y's should be on the left, and this should come over here because numbers should be on the right. But I'm going to remember to change the sign if I move them. At minus 24 I didn't move that, so it's still a minus 24, and that's a plus 4 now. So 6y minus 16y is minus 10y. And minus 24 plus 4 is minus 20. Divide both sides by the number in front of the letter over here, so it's minus 10. That's what's in front of y, so I've got to divide both sides by minus 10. That'll cancel. And that gives me, minus 10, isn't it? Nearly made a mistake there. So that's not going to be a minus. Minus 20 divided by minus 10 is 2. Okay, they're the answers to our 2 questions today, and I hope you did okay in them. You don't have to get them perfectly right, so long as you gave them a go, attempted them, tried your best. But now that you see the answers, I hope you did get them right, and if you didn't, maybe go back over and see where you made your mistake. And I'll see you in the next video.